This year, the hunting club that I'm in, founding member of, has a new area of land. It's 240 acres. I've talked about it before. Picture six 40-acre blocks in a T shape, okay? So a T made of 40-acre blocks. And then take that T and then turn the T 90 degrees to the left, in a counterclockwise way. So you have a T laying over on its side to the left. Our property is interesting in that there's a road, a main road, that goes along the front. And then to access our property, we have to go through somebody else's property to get to it. So there's an easement, an access easement. The the circumstances of us getting this property were 2 years ago. Our lease area ended up having the pines harvested out of it, so we ended up getting a refund on all of our money that we spent, as well as being compensated for the work that we had put into the food plot and everything else. I mean, the landowner was extremely straightforward and upright. I mean, we all parties did the right thing, and we ended up getting this really a jewel of an area of the one owner's personal area, personal woods, instead of it being something they've managed. I mean, we're essentially hunting in his retirement money, but it's in the middle of a very popular hunting area. All around us, it's just this very very wild area of Florida, very wildernessy, and we're very much in North Florida. I mean, we're a hop, skip, and a jump from Tallahassee. We're that far up. Anyway, the point is though, this property has to go through another club's property in order to get to where we're hunting. There's no other way to do it. So there's an easement. We're all bow hunters in my club, so we end up setting up a lot sooner than what modern gun people do. And down here, a lot of people just do modern gun. It opens up November, and it goes along with the rut, and that's just the way that people hunt. They're not really interested in messing around with muzzle loaders or the bow, and they do their preparations much later than we do. Now, this property that we're on, we had taken it over from the previous person because he had had terminal cancer, and he was an older man. He had it all to himself, just one person on 240 acres. Now, 240 acres is a lot to manage for the four of us, let alone, and we have a new guy in the club, so it's essentially being managed by three of us as the new guy gets his bearings. But the old guy, he just hunted one little area, and it was sort of off to the side. And this club that has this property before us also owns the property on the other side of us. So we're essentially in the middle of their hunting property. I think some of you may understand where I'm going with this. So for who knows how many years, this other club essentially had this extra area that this older gentleman wasn't able to manage. So they were using it as access and everything else. And one of our early scouting trips, we'd gone up for hog a couple of times, but when we really in earnest started prepping for the whitetail, we added a new lock to the outboard fence. Well, we come back and find the vent that the chain has been cut. And there is no feeling like the feeling of seeing the chain of your hunting property cut. But now it's an easement, so things may be up in the air. And we ended up meeting these guys because later on, when he came back, uh, the guy, which I assume is one of the higher up guys in that club, which they're a large club too, so you can't have a big club without having at least one or two assholes. And there's going to be more to that story in a moment. He dropped off a new lock while we were making breakfast, and, you know, he introduced himself. I don't remember what his name was, and we were all so mad about the fence that we didn't introduce ourselves. I need to make sure I go there in November and talk to them and reintroduce myself, and maybe bring a piece of backstrap to him. I don't know, but anyway, so it's like the irresistible asshole meets the immovable asshole. You know, here we are, the assholes that have changed their dynamic of their hunt. You know, they now have to go around instead of being able to go straight through our property. And, you know, they found out about it because my truck just happened to be parked right in the middle of the road as they were coming back through. And then when they came back around the other direction, all of a sudden it's chained. But, yeah, there goes the neighborhood, right? Y'all take care, and bet you didn't know before now that you were watching videos made by an asshole. Daily dose of an asshole. Catch y'all later.